Hello and welcome to the first ever live coding session. Whew. Oh man, I'm literally nervous. I haven't been that nervous in a while. Usually I'm very calm and relaxed when I sit here recording videos, but today we're actually streaming live to you guys so you can ask your questions in the chat. That's gonna be great. I feel super unprepared for this, but I usually am, so that's not an excuse. We will figure this out. We will figure this out together. Whew. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me properly. I have the chat somewhat in my eye here on my second screen, but we are mainly gonna be working on this screen. All right. Do you hear me? Yeah, I think audio should be good. Man, why am I so nervous? I don't know. Today we're gonna create an airdrop script because people have been asking for that. How do you do airdrops without that stupid gumdrop thing? And I'm like, you'll have to pay a lot. Yeah, I can pay. I have money. And then they just need an airdrop script. And I've written one once, but that's been a long time ago. And, we want to learn something here. I mean, I don't want to just give you an airdrop script, even if you could then use it. I want to teach you how you do Web3 development. So we're gonna do a little bit of Web3 development. I mean, the short path would be to skip the entire video. I'll upload the script on GitHub. You take the script, you execute it, you'll be done. But that's boring. We want to learn something here. So we're gonna learn something here today. Stick with me. It might be a bit slow when I figure out stuff by myself. Look at that. Most people say they want me up here. All right, no, that's zoom, that's up. There we go. Okay, so we're in the upper corner and we make a video about creating an airdrop script because that's what people wanted. Okay, we can do that. Let's check the YouTubes again. I got this. People are actually here in the chat live with me. This is amazing. You can hear me loud and clear. Love it. Maybe I should put the microphone on this side where I have my screen. Cool. So that seems all good. All good. I guess we can start. Today's live coding session is brought to you by... Let's see. Super safe password. See, the reason why I'm nervous is because I'm afraid that I will show you something that I shouldn't show you. Like, I don't know, all my password manager secrets, or I don't know, just some files. I don't know what I'm so worried about. Maybe something from work pops up or some shit. Ooh, that's new. And that's new. We will get there. But that's where we want to get first. Because this live coding session is sponsored by Oikatois. They are cats of Cyprus. Yes. And I think they are on secondary market already. You can find them on Magic Eden. Floor price currently 0.26 Sol. Some nice kitties. Look at them. Anyhow, so they are kind enough to sponsor today's session. The guy who sent me that one is actually a helper in my Discord server. He helps out a lot of people. That's also one reason why this project sponsors today's episode. No, not that. Never mind. Okay, you got the idea. Cool. see, and there's so much stuff going on. My browser history. I'm just afraid that you see all of the shit. Okay, cool. Let's just start a new project. We'll why, like, I haven't been so nervous in like ever. How do we do this? Let me quickly go to a place in my folder, Git, then I create a new folder, airdropper, and then I create I'll init git repo because you want to do version control. And yes, let's put this folder in here. I trust myself. I make a new file. And so, I mean, there are many possibilities in which language we can now write our script. I usually write scripts in Python. That's the last time I did it. I wrote it in Python. But recently I started doing a lot of stuff in TypeScript. The advantage of that is that it can be run in the browser. So if you have a script that does something, you can easily plug it into your front end, and then the front end can also do that. That's why I started to do all my scripts in TypeScript now, at least for that stuff. So Airdrop.ts, because I'm creative like that. It's gonna be interesting to work with that. The screen here is pretty small. I'm usually used to a bigger screen, but I want you to be able to see something in low resolution as well. So that's why we're gonna work with that. God damn it, why am I still so nervous? Because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yes, exactly. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's just see if we can execute stuff here. Oh, where are we? What? No. Just... Why do you do... It's strange. Oh yeah, it has a Git folder. That's why. Yeah. Chill, Andy. We got this. I still do want to see what's happening in the... Aikati? It's pronounced Ikati. Aikati? Aikati. Alright. Okay, cool. Aikati. Ikati? Whatever. The sponsor is called Ikati. I am, yeah, making fun of my sponsor. That's how you get more sponsors, right? Okay, we can already execute the script. Isn't that good? That's already a very good start, Andy. You're doing so well. Now I do want to be able to run stuff in parallel. So I want to be able to run async, and I don't know how that works. I had a Let's just make a new function. That's probably the easiest. How do you make functions? We'll make an async function so we can await stuff. What do we... Let's just call it main. No. Let's just call it main for now. No, dude! Stop it. And then here we do stuff. And then Is that how this works? And then we just call, oh wait, we need to say this is a function. That's why it was suggesting stupid stuff, okay. And then we just call the function such that number is not assignable to unknown set timeout to, okay, you, how do you write that? See, the main thing that we do when coding something is Googling how stuff works. And I still want to have the chat somewhere here. And use correct version of set timeout. That's not what I want. Can I wait for set timeout directly? Timeout handler. What does it need though? TypeScript delay. Why is that important? See, that's what I want to hear. That's what I wanted to do, but was too stupid to make. I'm not a TypeScript kind of person. My background is still more Python, Java, maybe, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We need to learn this anyway because we want to learn how to Web3. So if we do that now, then it tells me to chill, waits a second, and then it says I'm done. Okay, so we did this because we can now await, because out here we cannot await because we're not in an asynchronous function. We're top level, blah, 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 and so on. So we want to be able to do that because we want to wait for the RPC request to come in, and then we want to proceed. So we want to block until some stuff happened. In this case, just a delay of 1 second. And then we want to continue, and we can only do that in asynchronous functions. So that's why we did it like this. Okay, wow, I'm still shaking. Cool. Speaking of RPCs, RPC calls, maybe a bit more specific. The JSONRPC API on Solana. So, and points. Solana has those public endpoints where you can query stuff. And the stuff you can query is a lot. Basically, there's, wait, I want to see what you see. So basically there's the blockchain, and then there's your front end, and then how those interact. There's an RPC provider that takes from the front end the command, creates a transaction, puts it to the blockchain if that operates then, and then the RPC can also, or it knows the state of the blockchain, so you can also just query stuff. What's the contents of this account and so on. So for instance, with get account info, we can read the contents of an account. Now, we still need to somehow be able to call these endpoints, right? And if we want to use the public ones for the mainnet, we can use those two. Those are the public ones. They're rate limited, but who cares? And oh wait, you don't. I should not just show my face because then you don't know. Anyway, those are the public endpoints. That also, if you use the Solana CLI, if you set the URL to mainnet, then you see that's the WebSocket, but that's the That's the RPC provider that it uses. All right. Now, where do we go from here? We want to somehow, still have, hey, somebody's joining. I still have too many windows open. Stresses me. Can I put the chat like on this side and then on this side? I don't know, put something else. Now, in order to be able to query those RPC nodes, there are libraries to do that. And you know what? Let's Google that together. RPC node connections, Solana. I mean, it is probably quite obvious to find something. It's just a Solana Web3. Yep. So we just need that package, right? So we go here, we create ourselves package JSON, and we install the Solana Web3. Now, from this, we can now import shit. Import from, I think that's how you write this. And we can also make it as Web3, for instance. And then we can use that stuff. So there are cool things in there. For instance, a key pair, you know, that's consisting of a private and a public key. What is a public key? It can do a lot of stuff with transactions and so on and so forth. Now, the first thing we will need is a connection. There is also the Anchor library that I really like to use from Project Serum. That would look like this. So we would also want to yarn install that. No. Oh, that's yarn add, that's how you say it, not install. And also not with one L. And then hopefully we also get that. Did that go through? We then also install the packages already installed. Okay, cool. That happens automatically apparently. Why does it still not? Okay, because we don't use it. Oh, that makes sense. We don't use it. And Anchor also has cool things. Does Anchor also have the Web3 itself? Nah. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's how I program. I just try stuff, but it doesn't really give me the suggestions here. Do I need to? Project Zero Anchor is here. Why does it not find that? Any ideas? Cat. Project serum anchor is not. Oh, types. Then we need the types of that. Ooh, how did that go? Let's go through how to properly install that. How do you install that though? Getting started. Let's not jump straight into examples. Or maybe I should look for JavaScript part. Oh, TypeScript part. Come on. No, but that also doesn't tell me that I needed types. Let's see. I have other projects. I don't like that you see my desktop if I try to select other. This is so weird. Let's see, in other projects I have, where's the package JSON? I don't even have one. Types, and then no project serum. See, the problem with live coding sessions is that they get boring quite quickly if I run into a simple issue such as why does it not find the types of project serum anchor? Maybe you should Google that. Project serum anchor types. Isn't that what I already Googled? NPM. Including that this package has built type declarations. I mean, it says it has built-in type declarations. Maybe we do it with npm. Maybe that helps. And those things I can usually, it's not boring at all, you're doing great, thank you. But I feel like it's so boring. This shit I can always cut out if I'm editing my videos. Okay, project serum. Okay, that's all good. Great, now I lost that as well. I'm making progress in the wrong direction. Okay, maybe we just work with npm. I'm not a front-end dev. Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, not the slightest. Okay. But why you... Ah, there we go. That's looking better now. There we go. Okay, fine. Making progress, making progress. Yes, because now I also see the stuff here. Amazing. So maybe we don't even need the Web3 from Solana if we can use it directly from Anchor. Possibly those are the same things. At least I see a lot of similar things here. Anyhow, what that definitely has is a connection. And the connection is what we use to access the... Nope. What we use to access the RPC provider with. Now, it doesn't show me what that needs. Does it? It's not callable. That's right, because we need a new one. You're absolutely right. And now it tells me what it needs. An endpoint. So it needs an... my screen is so small. And I'm in the way, right? I don't see myself. Where am I? Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of in the way up here. See, I mean, if I were down there, then you would see that a lot better. But then you don't see what I do down in the terminal. So it's like... Anyhow, we provide that a string, right? That's the first, a string, the RPC endpoint. And that string could now either be just mainnet better, then it will do the same as the if we provide the URL mainnet better, then it will just take the default public API, or we could specify an RPC host, like RPC host, and then manually, oops, wrong browser, and then manually copy in whatever address that we want to use. If it's this one, this is what it would usually take. We can also use the other one, whoops, but we could also provide the entire path and put that there. What other things? Commitment, if that basically just says, well, how long do we want to wait for our transactions, or for if we send stuff, do we want to wait for that to be sent, finalized, and so on. I think we can also just leave that out and specify it with every thing. Let me just quickly read the chat. We're all learning together. Yeah, that's the reason why I like live coding. Amazing. I love it. Yeah, I'm still a bit stressed with the live coding. Like, for my job, right, I also do live coding, but there I just have students, you know, who are asleep anyway and don't listen, or have, I don't know, breakfast, some shit, and don't pay attention. And not the entire internet as a freaking audience. And also, usually I have more idea of what I'm doing if I teach it. Because at that point I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like literally just trying. Anyhow, so we have a connection, and we provided it with the RPC host that is basically our entry to the blockchain, right? So we have our TypeScript script here on our computer, and with that connection, we talk to an RPC host, and that then talks to the blockchain and gives us the information back to us. So with that connection, let's save it. So connection, let's call it C because I'm creative. AF. I can spell either. No. Oh wait. I need the full freaking thing. Is that not how I do it? Any. Oh no, that's not how you do it. Sorry, I'm still so Java in my head. So we don't want it to change, so it's const. But if we want a type as well, then that's how you specify a type in. Although actually it sees the type to the right side, so I mean we don't need to do that. Hey, first time here, watched few of your videos, useful information. I would love to see a tutorial on how to make a breeding app with Solana NFTs, like burn 2 NFTs to make a new one. Yeah, actually that can be done with stuff like that. You basically just need a front end for that, because burning tokens is part of the token program. Like you can just call the token program. So you just set a call to a connection. You make a transaction and you send that. And then essentially you want to mint a new one, right? Burn to and make a new one. And then you mint a new one, which is essentially the front end part of a candy machine that you can also set up front end only. So essentially you can do it, you know, with all that stuff. So this is a good basis to start to actually develop what you want to develop. So yeah, stick around, I guess. Anyhow, we have a connection now. What can we do with our connection? We can... Oh, look, there are all the things that we can do. And I already saw the first thing, get account info, that we remember from here. Get account info is like one of the first things that you can do. Essentially what that does, it just returns all the information from associated account provided by a PubKey. That's like the most just standard thing that you can do with any account. Are you gonna do a video of this? No. Why am I gonna? I'm not gonna do a video of this exactly. I'm staying with the things that everybody can need, which is doing an airdrop script, and we're slowly getting there. We still want to learn, because before we get to an actual airdrop script, we just need to... Ooh, I have a super safe password. We need to get to... But that's connected to a ledger anyway, so no way I can do anything with that. In case you wanted to hack my Phantom. Yeah, we want to first learn a little bit. So let's go to our sponsor one more time. Oh, there are so many cats in here. I love it. If we have a look at this, this is an account. It's owned, that's the address, and it's owned by the token program. So the token program can, you know, change that account. For instance, burn it, destroy it, burn the token. And that would be a token address. And a token address is also an account. So let's just for fun see what we can do with that get account info, which needs a public key. And there we can once again define a commitment that we want to have, unless otherwise it takes the commitment from the connection. But we just provide a public key. Oh wait, that's not a public key, that's just a string. Okay, so we need a token mint new. I think we also it's also in that Web3 public key, and then we put that here. Then it makes a public. Ugh, my screen is way too small. Actually, can I just... So there it makes the public key, and then we put that public key in here, and then we have a token account. Okay, we're chill enough. Let's print. Oh yeah, of course we need to wait for that. And what does it return? It returns a promise on an account info. Okay, so const account info. And let's see what we can do here. Whoa, this is so... We have. And that's what every account has. That's why this is so general. Every account has the data. That's what's actually in the account. The bytes that are written there, that's stored there. That's what you pay rent for. Speaking of, that's what the lamparts are for. How much money is on that account to be rent exempt. If it's executable or not, that's a flag, and who owns the account. So let's just check the owner, put that here, and see what we get as a result here. I don't even know what kind of format that is. Something, that's not looking good. object is possibly null. Well, suck it. I don't care if it's null. Okay, there we have it. That's the public key, but in a not very readable format. So let's give it a more readable format to base 58, because that's what we are used to when we see public keys. Do you know how to burn Solana NFT? Yes, it's pretty easy. You say either on the command line SPL token burn, and then your token like how to merge, breed Solana NFTs. You're the second person asking for this. Is everybody wanting to breed tokens now? Speaking of token is the first 5 letters base 58 encoded of this public address. And if we remember, the token program that has this very address, because the token program, remember, is the owner of this token. So we already manage to interact with the Solana blockchain just by calling this get account info thing. Can you follow me so far? Are there any questions on that yet? Obviously, the owner might not be the most interesting thing that we can look up from this token account. But the thing is, the actual data from the token account, so what the token account stores, actually, let's do another quick Solana program library. Let's do another deep dive into this, because I just find that so interesting. If we actually have a look at how the token is set up, I also never know where I find all of those things. Those are just instructions. No. Approve mint 2. State mint. Interface mint. So I think that is what I'm looking for. So every token, like not the token account that holds the number of tokens, but the token mint account, that's what we have here, right? So that's the token mint or the token address. Each of that, the data contains the actual address, then it contains the mint authority, the supply, the decimals, if it's initiated, and so on. And that, all of that is inside this data field. Yes, questions? How would you look up, why am I being called? How would you look up which NFTs belong to a mint? Yes, we are getting there. We are getting there. Spoiler alert, it has to do with the verified creator. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Say like MetaBoss mint command. Yeah. So I assume with Web3 and front end, you let person select 2 NFTs. You check if those 2 are okay with the owner. You burn them. Yeah, you can also do that in one transaction. You actually have to do it in one transaction. You burn the one. You burn one. You burn the second one, and you mint a new one. And you do all of that in one transaction. A transaction is big enough such that you can do that. So, yeah, I'd recommend doing that in one transaction. Anyhow, back to the token, because I still want to do a little bit of basics here such that we get a better understanding of what we're actually doing. Now, if we were to, print the just the data, then we just get the buffer, because that's literally just bytes, and that's not really very helpful, I guess. Now we somehow need to get data out of there. Don't remember exactly how that worked. Yeah, there we can read stuff. Read. We want to read how many bytes is a public key? I think 32, right? Just had that there. I don't know, it's just public key, I think, has 32. Read. And I think little endian is how it's stored. And then we somehow want to create a public key of that. Let's see, can I do that with that thing? The init data public key as a buffer, or okay, we can also directly give it the buffer. Aha, okay, and that thing is a buffer, so maybe we don't even need to read that, but just slice it, because if we slice it, we get another buffer. So we slice it from 0 to 32, and we put all of that into the public key, and we print that. Let's see if that works at all. Oh, no. Undefined is not assignable to, well, okay. So step by step then. I mean, I do see, this is not highly relevant to what we are trying to achieve today, but I still somehow think that it could be super interesting, because if we understand the basics of how this works, then we'll have a much easier time actually developing our script. On the other hand, we're already 43 minutes in. Fuck. And my neighbors probably also want me to be quiet soon, so yeah, okay, fine. Step by step. Step by fucking step. What does that give us? If we slice the data 0 to, okay, there is definitely a buffer here, right? Okay. So that's totally a buff. And then why do you not like the buff as an argument? Because it could be undefined, or because it is undefined? I'm missing. Type undefined is not public key init data. Okay. Where does that come from? What even is that? No quick fixes available. Web3 public key init data. Web3. Okay. Still don't want to give up. I know this is unrelated, but can you explain how to create the hash from a hidden mint setting? The hash from a hidden mint setting? Oh, that, I know what you mean. In the candy machine. I mean, essentially, this is just a kind of security mechanism for making sure that the thing that you put on your token is actually the thing that you say it is. Essentially, it can be any kind of string. It really doesn't matter. It just needs to be like, I think 32 or so characters long. Yeah, and ideally that would be the hash of the metadata. So you basically hash the metadata and then you put that there. But really, you can put any string there. That's what I usually do. Maybe try switching the question mark to an exclamation point. Okay, we definitely have that. Let's see. PK. I love it if people try to help me, especially if it then also works. Boom! Dude, you're the guy who said that. Yurko, you're amazing. I love you. See, that's why we do live sessions with like actual live audiences. Anyhow, we base 58 encode that shit now. Do that again. And get the following address. Drum roll. Call, not... Fuck's sake. Drum roll. 4UQE. What does that mean? 4UQE. What did we just look up? Well, that doesn't help me. The thing that I thought we look up is the public key address of the mint. Not quite. Not quite. We're off somehow. Maybe it's structured a little bit differently. Can you create a new video about the breeding? I think people would be interested. I put it on the endless list of things that I could do. Yes, okay. I mean, I can't even get the first bytes out properly here. What else do I expect there to be on that thing? You know what? Let's just do a stupid approach of oh man, I don't even know how to write for loops in see, that's why I then go for loop types Crypt. I'm literally at that level where I have no idea. Oh, it's okay. Looks simple. And we just go for account info data length. And that is, I think, bytes, yeah? So for each byte, we will just print it now. Very, very basic. The exclamation mark. Oh, Tony is here as well. Means you're sure you're passing it where, and you can override the potentially null it questions you about. Oh yeah, cool. I'm learning how to TypeScript. That's amazing. I love it. And here we just again read an unsigned int. With 8, we don't need to say if it's little endian or big endian because it's just 1 byte. So fuck that. And yeah, that's just an integer value now. Do I want to do anything with that? Let's just run this what this says. So we should now get a bunch of integer values. Let's see. No, we don't get shit. Oh. I mean, first thing that I forgot is, of course, to access some stuff here. We can also probably just do it like that. But then there must still be another issue because it didn't even go there. From 0 to... oh no, here we are. So those are the individual bytes that we get there. Maybe I'm not correct in the assumption that this is how the token account looks like. Where did I have it? Here. Maybe that interface. Mint as stored by the program. There it is. So mint authority option 1 or 0. So there's 1 byte before, as we can see here, and potentially it's not even just 1 byte but 4. Possibly it's 4 bytes. Not entirely sure. So this could be 4 bytes, then it's the mint authority, public key. The layout, that's even better. That's even better, yeah. A U32, which is of course 4 bytes because 4 times 8 is 32, right? That's how math works. So we have 4 bytes of the mint authority. Then comes the mint authority option, then comes the mint authority, then comes the supply, then comes decimals, then is initial, and so on. Okay, cool. That's much better. That's much better because with that we can work. So knowing that information now, if we wanted to get the mint authority for the token, we know there's 4 bytes before and then the public key, so another 32 bytes is the public key and 4 bytes is the U32. It's all a bit confusing. Yeah, with that knowledge now though, we can come back here, ignore that for a second, and our public key, we slice it from the first 4 bytes we ignore, and then we need 32, but we start at 4, so 4 plus 32. Yeah, you can write plus here, because if you're lazy and you don't want to calculate that simple mathematical arithmetic, then you get that, AG8. Let's see. AG8, and we have a hit, ladies and gentlemen. We have a... What's so loud here? We have a hit. We have the... Let me just check if I'm still... Oh, no. I have a issue with my recording. Okay. Because I ran out of disk space. Fuck. But do you still see me? I guess you still see me. Let me just... that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. What can I delete? Let me quickly just delete a bunch of old videos. Because who needs old videos anyway? Boom. Because, like, literally, if you have 50 megabytes left, then that's not enough. But if you excuse me for a second, I really need to go to pee. Think about what we just did here, and if you understand this, think about what we started with. We started with the token account, and then we access the data for what is stored inside that account, and we accessed one field and interpreted it as a public key, which is now our mint authority. And that's how we need to progress to find out information that is on chain. Make sure that you can follow me that far. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Can take the live YouTube vid later. Yeah, that's true. I can always download that. But anyhow, I gotta go quick. I don't have a entertainment in the meantime. So you just gotta wait, maybe I have. Hold on. Maybe I have. Let me quickly check what I have for you. It doesn't matter, pay respect, it doesn't matter who you get, it doesn't matter anyway, yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect, it doesn't matter who you get, it doesn't matter anyway, yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect, it doesn't matter. That's probably super loud for you, but it doesn't matter anyway. I gotta. I'll be back. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, back to you. Do we have any questions now? Had problems with. We see you. Nice to see you. Cat jam, dance. Okay, no questions, I guess. Which means we can continue. So after an hour of solid dev work, we are at the point where we, yeah, you still hear me, right? Yeah, good. Where we can load data from the blockchain. Now, we start with this token. Oops. And we found out how this mint layout looks, and we could now find out stuff like what is the supply, what are the decimals, right? Just by checking those things. Maybe the supply could be interesting. So just so we also see that. Where am I? So let's say this is the mint authority, just so we also give it proper names. And then we would say the supply is, no, we don't need that actually. We just go here. So it's right after the mint authority. So that's 4 plus 32. Actually, we just put that here. And then it's a 64-bit, which means it's an 8-byte. And we don't want to just have the buffer. We want a read. Oh yeah, we want to read a 64-byte. I think it's little endian, but I'm not entirely sure. No. Console log supply. And that should then be 1, right? 1 number. Because it's a big int. That seems good because obviously an NFT should always have a supply of 1. If we were to plug in something else, for instance, another sponsor of this video is the frickin' loop token. No, not the lottery ticket. I don't know the supply of that. If we look at that, and so that's just a token account now. That's the literal token account that stores how many loops I have, 249. And that's what we will want to look at next probably, but that's the actual token. No bullshit, that's my address, that's the owner, that's the actual address. And if we copy that actual address and were to paste it here as a token mint, and then we run this, then we should get a supply of 3,600 because that's the supply of my loop tokens. Yes, and we totally get that, except we don't, because what we did not consider is the decimals, which is the next thing that it stores as a U8. So we don't need a big int, we can just use read int 8 at 32, 4 plus 32 plus 8, because that's 8. Those are my decimals, and then I can say supply divided by 10 to the power of decimals. Is that not how I write it? Cannot be applied to big int and number. Okay, but you get the idea. I don't know how you would properly do that. Let's just check if I get the decimals correctly. I mean, you know, that's not the most important thing now anyway, right? Yeah. 9 decimals. So if we were to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these, then we have not counted correctly because it should, no, do we have 36,000, not 3,600? Maybe I have 36,000. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so I have a supply of 36,000. Anyhow, I hope that this all makes sense and that you can still follow, because that's the basis now for actually making progress on the thing that we actually wanted to do, which was finding out how we can make an airdrop script. Because for now we're just messing around and we still want to, you know, make an airdrop script. Let's go here maybe. There is another call. Get token accounts. Get token accounts by owner gives us the token accounts that one address holds. That could be potentially interesting for some stuff, but what we want to use now, I guess, is the get token largest accounts that returns the 20 largest accounts of a particular SPL token type. So for instance, this thing is a token, and we can see the top 20 holders. Here it's just one, it's just me. I hold a quantity of 1 token. Because for the airdrop, let's recap what we need to do. If we want to airdrop to every NFT holder, then we first need to find out the list of all NFTs. Then we need to find the owner for each of those NFTs. And then we need to send tokens to that owner. Now we're in that middle part where we find out the owner. Because finding out the NFTs, like all of the NFTs from a collection, you can either do that with an external script from MetaBoss or with a candy machine, or what are we airdropping? Whitelist tokens or NFTs? Well, you can airdrop whatever, right? You can build the script as you want. I'm just trying to provide the building blocks. And one of the essential things that I want to do first is finding out, if you have the token mint, who owns it. Because that's probably not that hard. And that's one of the essential things that people are still missing in my Discord server, and they keep asking me. So that's what we're going to do right now. I think with this get token largest accounts, we can make some good progress. So coming back, we revert to the cat. Actually, don't need all of that anymore. We revert to the cat and we ignore that stuff. We don't really need that stuff. Let's remove it for a bit. Oh, actually, why did I create git? I could have git committed. Anyway, it's all on video anyway. Who cares? You are the king. Oh, thank you. Also, your music slaps. Oh, thank you. Oh, I really like to hear that. It doesn't matter, pay respect. Thank you. Okay, so we do connection.get token largest accounts. That is an actual freaking function that the connection implements because it's one of the RPC calls. Isn't that freaking great? We love it. And that again needs a mint address, which is just a public key. And we can again provide a commitment if we wanted to. And that will be our largest accounts. Now, our largest accounts have a context and a value. Okay. Response value. Okay. What is that? That has a length. So to string, you know what, if we don't know what it is, we might as well console log it for a second, just to see if something's coming back here. So the input is the hash list and the output is a confirmed airdrop to all the holders of that hash list. That's what we could do, right? So we can provide the entire hash list, and then it provides the confirmed airdrop. Yeah, then we put out the transaction IDs of the airdrops or whatever. So we get a list of public keys. Ah, this is so cool. See, so we have a list, and maybe I could make this bigger. And there are two holders. One of them is me. I hold 1. And one of them is another guy who holds 0, because they still didn't close their token account. By the way, that might be a good time to shout out my fee redeemer, which I just updated today. How do I get to the page of this? Here. I just updated the front end for it. It now looks cooler. And if you had empty token accounts, then you could redeem them here. But I don't have any empty token accounts on this because I don't send my NFTs away. I keep them. I definitely keep them. All of them. But anyway, that's a whole different story. Sorry, I get distracted so easily. So yes, we have all of the token holders. Any interesting stuff happening on YouTube? No. Okay. So essentially, largest accounts value, let's just filter them for what's in that list? Token holder. Don't know what that is. Does it specify what's coming back here? RPC response token account balance. Token account balance pair. And that I map on token holder. Ha, there we have it. So it has an address, it has an amount, it has an UI amount, unsigned int amount, probably. So just if the unsigned int is bigger than 0, then we want to have those accounts. So this should only give us one holder back now. Let's see if that works. No. Why not? Token holder, object possibly 0. Aha, we had that. We are sure that this is not 0. Lol. Lol. No? Is that not how it works? Wait, what is possibly 0? Token holders. No. What is possibly 0? The value? What else could be possibly 0 here? The guy who holds 0 is the candy machine? No, the guy who holds 0 is the guy who sent me the NFT. Because if you send me the NFT, then you create a new token account, put the token in there, and then you still have the empty token account. You can watch the entire video on accounts that are made. There I explain that. What the hell is still possibly null? Oh, wait, here. Wait. Unable to compile. Which object? 15100. 100 seems to be like further here. Is this possibly null? Maybe it doesn't like that. Oh yeah, it doesn't like that. Okay, let's see. It seems to still work though, what I'm intending to do. Because we had 2 earlier in our list, right? Above all of those messages. There was me and there was the other guy. And now it's just me. Perfect. I thought you meant it directly. Haha. No, I didn't mean that. I got that sponsored. Yeah. Okay, but that's now me. And we can prove, or we can say const NFT holder is only holder. This is a Web3 balance pair, and then here's the address. Why does it not like that? Because here I say what it is. I'm sure that it is that. If only I knew how to JavaScript or TypeScript. More TypeScript. JavaScript is more like chill about that sort of stuff. I have the token holder, which I know is that, and then I map it if it has that. No, wait, what? How does the filter work again? Predicate value, and it returns an array. Okay. Because I mean, there we have it. It returns an array. This is still a list. We are sure that it's just one holder, because for an NFT, it is just one person. There is just one token, so only one can have a value in their token account. Otherwise, it's not an NFT anymore. So, you know, we could also do some shit like assert that only holder length equals 1. And then we say only holder, the first one, dot address dot to base 58. That's now the NFT holder address. Or we do it like that. We say that's the NFT holder, and then we say NFT holder to base 58 in the console log, and run that script again. We should now, oh, that's not looking good. 3Q. What was the 3Q? Oh, that's the account. That's the token account. It's the token account, not the owner yet. So let's say that's the token account. Token account. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions in the meantime, put them in the chat. I try and see the chat if there is anything there. Otherwise, I am going to proceed in looking up how we can now get the token account. Something with token account. Get token account balance, get token accounts by delegate, get token largest accounts. I mean, get account info. We could, of course, do it with get account info and look up what is inside that account. I mean, it's an idea. Let's try that. So we would do what we learned earlier. We do this again. Just that now we don't provide the token mint, we provide the token account. So the token account token account might not be defined in here. Mint account. So that's the thing, and then the raw account, the layout, that's what we want. So the layout has the following thing: a public key mint and then a public key owner. That's what we want to have. Right. So token account info. And then we say, what do we want? The owner is token account info. Now the owner of the token account info is still going to be the token program. But inside the data, if we slice it at the right thing, so public key is 32 bytes. So we slice 32 to 64 because the next 32 will be the the public key of the owner of the token account, and we make that a new Web3 public key, and we print that. Let's see. No. Possibly now. Fuck that shit. Wait. I don't want to scream loud, but yay. AUYF. Guess who has that address? Guess who has that address? That's right. This guy. This is my frickin' solandy.sol address. That's where you send all of your NFTs, such that I have them. Look, I have them. I have them. Oh, that's a did you dino? That's new as well. Man, such cool stuff. I don't speak Turkish, but yeah, exactly that, probably, whatever it means. We made it. We made it, guys. We can now, from a token mint, so that's the NFT address of our nice little cat, get the owner of that token. And that's the missing piece between being able to, between having the list of NFTs and being able to send a whitelist token or whatever you want to send to that owner. Right? We now have the owner address. And essentially, all we now need to do is do that for all of the NFTs in our collection. And then we can, you know, make transactions to send them shit. I think I will have to split this in 2 parts or 3 parts, because we have been streaming for a bit now. Where's my YouTube gone? Here. We have been streaming for 1.5 hours. Are you still good? Can we still continue? Or should we continue next time? Because we did make some good progress. We've essentially created a get owner for NFT, where we just provide the token mint as a string, and that does, you know what, let's also put the connection here. Clicky click. Connection. Oh, let's call it C. Such that we don't need to rename shit. We managed to do that. We provide the string, token mint string, and we can just call it by get owner for NFT with our connection and that string. And that we can then do for all of our NFTs. And of course, what we are missing is the actual return. We return a public key because we can. No, is that not how you write it? Return type, oh, return type of must be a promise, right? Oy, 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 oy. Is that how you write it? I think so. Okay, cool. And then we have to await it to get our owner. Just to double check again if that still works. If we put it in a function. When would you do part 2? Excellent question. I don't know, whenever I have time. Yep, still works. We still get the owner for that NFT. Now, that would be a good time to create ourselves a git ignore. Ignore. What do we want to ignore? Want to ignore this. Also want to ignore this. And probably also this, right? I'm not sure. Yep. Get owner for NFT address. Cool. So that's the first essential part that we need for our airdrop script. We can put in a mint token and we do get it out the owner. That's, I think it's a good, just continue right now if you want. Well, I mean, I could, but I feel how I'm getting tired and I will probably make more mistakes now. I kind of want to, but also, oh shit, tomorrow in the morning I have an exam to supervise, so it's probably good if I were to get some sleep. I also only just slept 6 hours tonight because I had a lot of, anyway, you don't want to know that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I think we are going to leave it here. We have 15 likes, ladies and gentlemen. That's amazing. That's just fucking amazing. The last thing that I obviously still want to do is give a bunch of shout outs to all the people that gave me NFTs since last time. Also, how about that? There's still 8. If we reach the 20 likes by the end of me showing off the tokens that I got, then I will continue. We're currently sitting at 15, so there you have it. Thank you for one of the 420 of the darkest memes of the history preserved on the Solana blockchain. Angry dark stare. Stare. Oh, and you know what? Those two, right? Those two, the Digi Dinos, they are the second sponsor of today's video. I don't know which is the first collection. This is 111. And this is another 111. One of them, look at how freaking cool this guy is with his Adidas advertisement shirt and his glasses. One of them is currently minting. Let me just check. Because copy link. We go here. Not actually been here. Looks like the non. Oh, they're making a game. Cool stuff. So if you want one of those dinos, pridelands.co.uk, mint.pridelands.co.uk, that's where you would go. Just in case you wanted one of those. So cool. Thank you for your NFTs. I like to receive NFTs. CryptoHawks. And this one is also new. Another kitty. 122. A kitty in the skate park. Nice. Oh, I like NFTs. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's a nice raptor. Anyhow, how are we looking with the likes? Because if we were to continue, we would continue with our second sponsor. If 21 likes! No way, you guys really want me to continue, right? Whew. Okay, then tell me, do we continue to the front or to the back? Do we want to find all of the mints in a collection, or do we say we have the mints in the collection and we want to write the transfer script where we send some tokens out? Which side are you more interested in right now? We've got 21 likes. So no, not masked pets. I clicked on the dino. Because I also want to see that on chain. The votes have spoken. For the next live stream, I need to set the delay a little bit slower, such a little bit as I do for my live looping streams, because then you can answer me more quickly. So when we have a look at that, we see that there are 4 creators. So there are 3 actual creators plus 1 creator address that has 0% royalty, but therefore is a verified creator. Now, the Candy Machine V1 owns that. Okay, so that's still made by the old one. I think this one, yeah, this is not owned by the Candy Machine anymore. So Metaplex standard. I'm not actually interested in that. Docs. Metadata standard, the new one. On-chain collections, token standards, specification. So that's the struct for the metadata. And the cool thing is here, it's now possible to find all NFTs that belong to a given collection by making a get program accounts call. And get program accounts is one of those RPC calls that we can just do. Get program accounts for a given PubKey. So if we plug in that PubKey, which we got here from the creator, this one, then we should be able to get all program accounts, which should represent all of the mints. Now, I've never actually tried that. I'd prefer the front. Cool. Howdy. Howpy. Let's do that. What's the difference between V1 and V1.1? Well, good question. I guess you can read that up on here, because there are some new things and they deprecated some stuff. I guess you can go into detail. I don't really get program accounts is where you want to be. Yeah, that's where I am, dude. Yeah, so I guess let's try that. That's why we wanna let's do that. Let's go back to our script, and we want to do an async function get all NFTs for creator, and there we have the verified creator as a string, and we can call that once again like this. Don't yet know what we will get back from that. Oh, maybe also put the connection in again, such that we don't have to create that anew here. And then we put in the connection here as well. And then we can work with that. So connection, wait for connection, get program accounts. What does that need? Just the public key and then the commitment. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Let's do it right in here. From the verified creator is, oh yeah, of course I meant to call new. Thank you for the great suggestions. I love to have a nice IDE that tells me all of these things. Tony, does the DigiDino mint page look familiar? Tony, are you involved in that template at all? Yeah, Tony. Oh, Tony. What a nice open source dev to have in our community. Right, so we get back a promise for a pub key and an account list. Pub key and account list. So that's our account list. Let's actually I like to print out my stuff because I don't like to debug. See if that already, no, not commit. Let's just run our script again. See if it calls that. You see it quite a lot. Nice. An empty list. Amazing. That's exactly what I wanted from this shit. Why do we get an empty list? The verified creator is this? Couldn't find your Sol address. Not sure how to find it from solandy.sol. Well, I mean, we can make a naming.bonfeeder. I'm not sure. Something with naming and bonfeeder, Solana name service. And if you want to just look up a domain, why is that here? Oh, solandy.sol, of course. You just type Solandi, and then you can see the owner here. That's how you translate the address. That's me. I have all of those nice NFTs that people sent me. Or if you just go to wherever, like most of the wallets already automatically can do that. If you want to send something somewhere, like the meme, you can just type solandy.sol, and that would automatically create a transactions that translates to that address. Anyhow, we're not going to do that because that would be a stupid transaction. So does anybody have an idea though why our boss Tony sent us a link and told us that we should look at what exactly? If you check out lines 248 from Metaboss snapshot, 248, get mints by update authority. Well, if only I could read Rust, right? Oh man, if only I could read Rust. This is like, and it's late in the evening. So config, copy python. Where does the interesting stuff happen here? Get program accounts with config. So it somehow needs the program metadata ID and that config is the following offset 1, and then here it puts the update authority. Let's have another look at how we could put that in here. So our get accounts, we have the program ID. Wait, of course we need to get it from the token program, because we get program accounts. We get the accounts from a program, and the program that holds the accounts is of course the token program. And then we can have a config which accounts we want to get. Ooh, this is gonna get complicated, and I want to do that live. What the hell? Thanks, Tony, for the hint. Good hint. That's checking back. It's making the same in JS. Yeah. Okay. Slow but steady. I feel how I'm really getting tired. I should postpone this to another live stream. But hey, late night hacking with Andy. Why not? So we don't want to have the verified creator here. We want to have the token program. Because we will need it later anyway. I wanna import that. Add Solana npm token. Because we might need it sometime in life. Or maybe we won't. But I think we might. Let's see. Oh, let's call it SPL. Nope. String literal. SPL token. Let's see. There we go. That's what I want. Because this thing has our SPL. I'm not actually sure what it is. Hold on. SPL token program ID. That's already a public key. Okay. So we put that in here as the first argument, the token program ID, which, you know, is constant. That's what we found out with the token k something earlier, the token program ID, and we want to get the program accounts from that program, obviously, and then we somehow need to define also the config. And config is going to be a web3 get program accounts config. And that is maybe a new web3 get program accounts config. No, it's not how that works. Nope. That's apparently not how we can do that. Where do we get that from then? Get program accounts. Okay, it's just that. It's just that. Easy, 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 easy. It's just that. Okay, a commitment, because we can still, we can only provide one here. The commitment comes from there, but if we don't provide a commitment, then it will be fine, I guess. Oh yeah, of course. That's how you write that, I guess. Encoding base 64 data slice filters. Okay, so let's look back to what our friend sent us. So essentially, RPC account info config base 64, no slice, commitment, whatever, and the filter memcopy offset 1, and then bytes. Oh, interesting. And then coding none. I kind of want to get this to work myself. So the data slice. Here it says none. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like. And then for the filter, wait, none, probably null in this program. And the filter, we would do update authority to string, base 58, encoded bytes. So we want to encode that string somehow into bytes. And Tony said he sent me additional info. Oh, he sent me a link to the get program accounts. Is that what I had here as well? Filters. Compares a provided series of bytes with program account data in a particular offset. Offset in the program account data to start comparison. Whatever that means. Bytes, data to match a base 58 encoded string. And data size. Yes. That's what we somehow want to build, such a filter. But how do we do that? Tony, do you have more info on that here as well? Filters. I mean, you literally put them in as just objects. Can I also try that? Let's see. Filters. Because filters is a list. And in that list, we have I mean, that's where it gets really weird. Because here I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But here, I mean, it already suggests that thing, so I guess I'm onto something. The offset, it said, is 1, right? That's what we had from the other thing. That's what we read there. And bytes, that could just be the base 58 encoded verified creator, right? That's literally just that string. Object member cannot be declared as yeah, whatever. Does that make any sense? I mean, there's no harm done in just trying it out for one. Nope, no. The worst thing that can happen is that it crashes, right? Haha, lol. Expected type comes from property data slice, which is declared here. Data slice null. Uiuiui. Type null. Commitment null. Ugh. Okay, you don't want Null you want undefined. Maybe also want that here. But data, what does that give now? Did I not save it? Ooh, interesting, interesting. But now we don't get a TypeScript error. We get an actual failed to get accounts owned by program. Excluded from account secondary. This RPC method unavailable for key. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we dive into the Andy has not the slightest idea about anything anymore. Bytes in Rust contract was the update authority if you compare the filters. Oh, it's too late for thinking. Offset into program account data to start comparison. Maybe we don't need that because the verified creator should be. I don't know. I have no idea. I have not the slightest idea what I'm doing here anymore. But it's also probably a good idea to end somewhere where we have no idea anymore, because then we have a good reason to come back. I should probably read into this a bit more. What is data slice? Data size? Compares program data length with provided data size. Huh. What's the... I mean, here's a data slice, and then here it wants a data size on the same level. Yeah, look at data size. And what would that be? The... Oh, what's a normal token account? Because that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for token accounts. No, token mints? Or token accounts? No, token mints. We're looking for token mints. Oh man, my brain is exploding. We are looking for token mints. Let's just do a rough estimate of 4 for this U24, 32 for the public key, 8 for the U64, 1 for the 8. How do you store a boolean? 1? 4 for the int and 32 for the key. This would only be 82 bytes. But maybe I misunderstand what that is. Maybe I misunderstand. get program accounts. Oh, I can agree with that. Thank you for the live stream, my man. Yeah, maybe I should call it. Oh, Tony is helping me again. Let's make that full screen. It passes from the token. Haven't actually worked this out. It's very. But Rust will work potentially. First key needs to probably the key. No, I'm pretty sure that with a verified creator you can get all of the actually Metaboss, there's a library that does that. Let's see how they do it. Let's steal some code or some shit. Snapshot, that sounds like it. Is that what Tony already sent me as well? I have such a great idea. Great that I come on this idea, that I have this idea now when Tony already sent me that literally 2 seconds ago. Ah, so stupid. Anyhow, but good that I come to the same conclusion as Tony that I should look that up here. Yeah, get mints by update authority though. Snapshot CM accounts by update authority by creator accounts. That's what I want though. I want it by creator authority. So the config here looks a bit different. We get it again from the metadata program and then that config. So filter memcopy offset 1 plus here it says it very neatly anyway. Why does it have the candy machine ID to string here though? One second. Mint authority supply. No, it seems to be a token account that we are looking for. No, it seems to be a metadata account that we're looking for. Because the name and the URI, that's from the metadata program. Yeah, token metadata program. That's looking at accounts from the... But maybe that's not what we wanted to do. Candy machine creator accounts. Maybe that is not get holder token accounts. Holder token accounts? I'm just confusing myself now. It's probably best if we call it a night, because gotta stop somewhere. And I think my brain needs some rest. And also I need some sleep, guys. Guys, I need some sleep as well. Oh, did I run out of... No, I never started recording again, okay. Oof. Anyhow. We're gonna do... No, we're gonna do... we're gonna leave that here. And we are going to create a new repo. And we are going to do all of those neat things. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. And now we should have our airdrop script here. So if you want to have that, I will put that in the description of this video literally right now. Check the script. And it should now be there. So if you want to use that as reference, feel free to do so. I will get some sleep now. And we will continue this because I don't like to give up. I want to figure out how this works because I want to learn. But you can't do everything in a day. And we have been streaming for 2 hours. So I'm happy with that. Thank you everybody who came around to watch with me. And especially thanks Tony for pointing me in the right directions of where I need to look. I will potentially have a look at that in my free time at some point and then continue next time with a little bit more knowledge about all of this stuff. And hopefully next time we will be able to get it to work. Yes. But the essential part of this airdrop script, which is from a token, find the owner, that we did. Now you only need to find all of the tokens, then you do that script a bunch of times, and then you can make some transactions where you send your whatever you want to send with your airdrop. So yeah, I think we made some good progress today. Thank you everybody who joined me here, and I will see you next time. Yeah, I'm already quite tired. Yeah, okay. I will go to sleep now. Yeah, I like this. I kind of want to do this more often. Now I'm definitely not nervous anymore. In the beginning I was like, hey, what are we gonna do? But now I'm like, this is going well. And it's getting me a lot of watch time such that eventually I will be able to become a YouTube partner with this channel as well. That's my goal. We already almost reached the 1,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, we already almost hit the 1K. We're at 955. We're at 963. I love this. You just refresh once and you've got 10 more subscribers. Isn't that nice? Yeah, so thank you everybody who is subscribing to this channel. Thank you everybody who is watching. You sound natural. It's good. Thanks, Tony. I love it. Love some nice words from a person who knows what they're talking about. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. I shall boom, boom, boom. I know what I'm doing. Now I'm thinking if I should get someone to edit those videos together such that they're bunchy and somebody can actually look through them, but then you can also just look through the entire 2 hours. Gives me more watch time. Lol. So, yeah. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Next time I will announce it a bit earlier that I will do a live stream. But today, like I wanted to announce it 8 hours earlier, but then YouTube told me you can't stream yet. This will only be available in 24 hours. And I'm like, shit. Well, then I'll do it tomorrow. But then when I checked in the evening, it said, oh, you can stream now. And I was like, okay, I will stream now. So that was a bit short notice. Next time, follow me in the Discord. I'll post it in the announcement when I plan to do part 2 of how to create an airdrop script. Live coding sessions. Yeah. I can't stop talking. I like to talk. I ran out of water. I'm tired, but I'm happy. Thanks for everything, and I see you next time. And I will leave you with some music. Nah, too loud. It doesn't matter, pay respect it. No. Is that the song that we're singing here? It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter, respect it. Maybe we combine those things. I don't get to do loop station stuff anymore because I don't have the time. But maybe at the end of my streams I might sing for you or some shit. Not today though, because it's literally fucking almost midnight. It doesn't matter who respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter. Yeah, did my neighbors already complain? No, cool. It doesn't matter, pay respect. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter who respect. It. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. It doesn't matter anyway. And I'll see you in the next live coding session with Andy. It doesn't matter who you get. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter, pay respect. Which one is still running here? Matter who you. This one is still running. Okay, cool. Good night, everybody.